The Ghana agroecology movement is calling on the government of Ghana to suspend the implementation of the commercialization of the 14 novel genetically modified products comprising 8 maize and 6 soybean products.
These are members of the Ghana agroecological movement calling on stakeholders in Ghana's agri sector to suspend the implementation of the commercialization of the 14 GMO crops, which according to them will make farmers dependent on multinational corporations for seeds and inputs. The group says despite a release by the National Biosafety Authority which seems to indicate that the 14 GM products are to be imported for food, feed and processing, thorough discussions need to be considered on the health implications on the consumer. Wilberforce Latte is the Deputy Executive Director for the Center for Indigenous Knowledge and Organizational Development.
The NBA has only registered 14 GM products to be imported into the country for food, feed, and processing. This uncertain situation calls for thorough discussions of the health implications on the Ghanaian consumer. Why should we be importing GM products when we have all it takes to adequately provide for ourselves?
They cited the following reasons as their main concerns on why they are vehemently against the acceptance of these crops, and this includes the likelihood of smallholder farmers losing their livelihoods since the imported materials will replace their productive activities.
The Ghana agroecology movement is opposed to the commercialization of these crop varieties for the following reasons. Ghanaians will lose sovereignty over its agricultural productivity because GM materials or products will make Ghanaians dependent on foreign corporations. Smallholder farmers will lose their livelihood since the imported materials will replace their productive activities. GM foods can have harmful effects on the human body. The consumption of genetically modified foods can cause the development of diseases which are immune to antibiotics.
To the members of the Ghana agroecology movement, government must prioritize increasing investments in agroecology, adding that the commercialization of the GM products is not a solution for Ghana's food sovereignty. Kwame Ephraim Dentra is the Bono Regional Manager for ActionAid.
For us, GMOs are not the solutions because we think if we intend to, or as a nation, we promote this GMOs commercialization, the farmers, especially the smallholder farmers, will lose control over the production, food production chain. They lose control. They will depend mostly on foreign corporations and companies who will be producing for us. And Ghana stands to pay more because we are going to import for this one. And if we continue to do that, our research institutions here, like CSR and other things, we are killing those institutions because they are not going to do anything here locally. And as a nation, we stand to lose.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Teacherman.